Okay, so in the series of learning Python programming language, we are working on a project. We are creating Hangman Game, right? So in the previous video, we have created a flow chart, how we are going to proceed, right? Flow chart of this Hangman project. I'm not saying that this is the only way, whatever we will discuss here, this is the only way to create this project. There can be multiple ways. This is only one way, right? So better to keep that flow chart with you. I have mine, right? Now first thing in flow chart was you have to, now we are going to create that project, we will write down the code, right? So first task was to generate a random word, because one player is going to guess a word, right? So now we are human being, we have brain, so we can guess any word. But what computer will guess? You have to tell, you have to give like maybe a list of, you can say a list of names. From those names, yeah, computer can pick or can generate, or you can say can guess a random word. Yeah, that is fine. So let's do this. Okay, so let's create a new project, sorry, new file here. Hangman game, hangman underscore game dot py, right? So here, okay, we are going to, generate, or computer will generate a random word from a list. So obviously you have to import random module. First just import random module, right? Okay, so we have imported random module. Now we will give a list to this computer, like we can say word or list. Okay, suppose we have right now we have given only 3 words: apple, beautiful and potato. So computer can guess only or can generate any random word from these only, from these 3 only, right? So our main task is how to generate a, first simple task is, subtask is, you can say, generate a random word from this list. We have a function choice. So in random module we have a function random dot choice. This will pick any random item from the list, right? We have discussed this thing when we were discussing list and random module. So here you just have to pass the name of the list, word list, and that word we will be storing in like a variable chosen word, right? There we have stored this one. So if you want to print that chosen word, you can print like print chosen word. Let me just run this and I'll show you. See, at first it has chosen apple. Maybe it will run this time potato. So first task is complete, subtask is generate a random word, right? Now, obviously, we will not show the user this word. The second player will not show the second player this word. We will just show the blank spaces, as many blank spaces as the letters in this word. So now second task is you have to generate, rather than POTATO, here should be dash 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 dash, something like this. How many dashes? 1 2 3 4 5 6 dashes. So you have to put dashes here, right? What we can do now? Okay, second task is this. So let's perform that second subtask here. Just take a empty list, like suppose display. We are taking a empty list, right? So for each potato, for each letter, we have to put a dash. So for each letter, for P, then O, then T, then like this. So just run a for loop. For suppose letter in this chosen word, potato is chosen word. For each letter in chosen word, we will just add in this display plus equal to this dash. For each letter we will add dash. So first chosen word is suppose potato. So in letter we have P. P in chosen word, yes, condition true. We will enter here. Now display is an empty list. So one dash would be added. Now O would be assigned to this letter. Again condition true, again enter here. Now one more dash would be assigned to this list. Like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dashes would be assigned, right? Or second way to, or okay, I will discuss second way later. Let's just print this display, right? We cannot modify this chosen word because obviously we have guessed that chosen word, so next empty list we will take, and that we will modify that list only, right? So now print a display. Let's run this. See, apple and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dashes are there. Yeah, 2 subtasks we have completed till now, right? Okay, now another way to write down this for loop is what? Because we have created this letter, but we are not doing anything with this letter, right? So rather than this, what we can do? We can use a range function also here. Rather than chosen word, we can do like we can do range till length of that chosen word, right? So find out the length of chosen word, right? And any variable we can take for, suppose I, in range length of the chosen word. Suppose potato is the chosen word, so length is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Length is 6. So this range will generate 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 number, right? Now first in I0 would be assigned 5 times this loop, 6 times this loop would be iterated, and 6 dashes would be added to this display. So using range also we can do this thing, right? Okay, 2 ways are there to write down this for loop. Okay, the next subtask is what? Now you have to ask from the user, guess a letter. Okay, let's, obviously we will take input from the user using input function. Input, guess a letter, and whatever it will, user will guess, we will just put that into a variable name guessed letter, right? Now after guessing the letter, check if that guessed letter is in that chosen word or not. Yes, suppose this chosen word is what? We have apple, right? And the guess, we have guessed a letter. Suppose here we have input R. So first R would be compared with this A, then P, then again P, then L, then E. To every single letter of this chosen word, R would be compared, right? So now write down a condition. If, okay, not if, obviously you have to, for every, we will compare this R with every letter in this chosen word. So for that you have to again write down a for loop. For letter in chosen word. This is not the final version of this project. I am going to change this one. Just for your better understanding, one by one I am doing this. For letter in chosen word, right? If the chosen word is, suppose here APPLE. So first A would be assigned to this letter. So we'll check if this letter equal to guessed letter, the user have guessed that letter. If this is the case, then suppose simply we will print match, right? Or we will print like else no match, right? Okay, let's run this and I'll show you what output you will get here. See, the apple is the chosen word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces are there. Now it will ask guess a letter. I am guessing X. See, it will compare with every letter of apple. First letter no match, second letter no match, third no match, no match, no, because else would be, obviously this else would be executed here if the chosen word is apple, then 5 times, because 5 letters are there, right? Okay, let's run this again. And if I guess A, then C. This time what is potato? So A is at this place. Yes, so at this place it will first no match, no match, no match, then match, because A is at this place, then no match, right? Okay, you got it, right? But obviously that is not what we want, because this is what only one time we are guessing the letter. but we want to guess the letter again and again. What is the stopping condition for this game? All the blanks are filled, or if you are out of lives, right? Suppose, first thing, okay, lives, that thing. So lives, I have told you, let's consider live, we have 6, right? So let's take a variable lives is equal to 6 first, right? So we are going to put this for loop, this guess, this one, input or guess a letter into a loop. So we don't know how many times this loop would be iterated, how many times this we have to guess the letter. Maybe if there is a letter apple and we only find that correct word in 5 attempts only, A-double-P-L-E, or 4 attempts only, or next time if the user maybe are guessing the letter A, then X, then something like this, and the loop would be iterated 10 times or 15 times. You don't know the number of iterations. So for this kind of thing, we use while loop is better in these situations. While. But what condition we will put here? When this while loop will stop? Okay, we have two conditions. So for that also we have to put something like, sometimes we take any a special value, right? Or we take some flags, right? So let's take a variable end of game, or let's take a variable game over. Game over. First, just because game is not over yet, so before while loop we just initialize this game over variable to false. Okay, it should be capital F, false, right? Now in while loop we will take while not game over, while not game over, because game over variable is false. So at game over is false, means not false means true. Okay, so while true, right? While true means obviously true, so we'll enter here. Now, you have to put in while loop, you have to put all these things in an indented block, right? So, okay, so now this is our indented block. Now while not game over, so we have got this condition. Okay, now somewhere we have to flip this variable game over to true here. If that is true, if game over becomes true, means next time, next iteration, game over is true, not true means false, and exit from the loop. Now when you will flip that game over to true, there are two conditions, those conditions you have to put. So first thing, okay, we are going to guess this letter, and then obviously we will not print match here, we have to, rather than that dash at that specific position, we have to put that letter, right? If apple is chosen word and we have guessed P, so it will show the user next time like dash, then P, then P, then this dash and dash, something like this, right? Because at correct position you have to insert this P and 3 dashes are still remaining. So how you will put that guessed letter or that letter in this display, in this one? For that you have to be aware about the position of that letter, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, right? So for letter in chosen word, this would not work here. You have to put a for loop for position, like for position in, not chosen word, in, then we will, because range will give you the number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's exactly you want, because index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So better use range function, range till length of the chosen word, right? Okay, if chosen word is apple, then length would be 5, then 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Like this range will generate. Indexes are the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now, position is 0. But to compare the letters, obviously we have to get the letter at that position. So in position now we have 0. So at 0 which letter we have? So you have to get that letter, right? So first of all get the letter, right? Now at this point of time letter is equal to chosen word and just pass the index position. So if position is 0, so the 0 would be passed, chosen word 0. Chosen word 0 is A. So A would be assigned to this letter. Now we can compare. Letter is A, guessed letter is suppose P, so we can compare at this point of time, right? And if it is a match, so rather than printing this match, we have to do what? We have to do in display at that particular position. We have to put our guessed letter, right? So at this, because display is that displays this list that will show to the user dash 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 dash. So obviously in display only at that particular position we are going to put that. Here may be guessed letter or the letter, because if both are same then it doesn't matter, you are writing here the guessed letter or the letter, which variable you are using. I hope you got till now. But in else we cannot write no match, because in else if you do, like if letter is not matching, in that case you will lose a life. In flowchart you can see if no letter is not matching then lose a life. So suppose if you here do lose a life means lives -1, life is 6, so we will do life -1, that is 5. But this is not correct way. Why so? Because this else would be executed if the letter is apple, if the supposed chosen word is apple, and now you have entered suppose the guessed letter is not P, it's X, right? So here we have dash and dash. Okay, if this is X, so guessed letter is X, for position in range this chosen word position is 0. At 0th position we have A, so letter becomes A is equal to A. If letter is A, then A is equal to guessed letter. Now here we have A is our actual letter equal to guessed letter is X. Is it true? No. Means else part would be executed. So here suppose life is 5, so life becomes life was 6, so life becomes 5, right? But still we are in this for loop, because next time 1 would be assigned to this position. Now chosen word position 1, at position word in chosen word we have P, so in letter now we have P. So again check P equal to guessed letter, so rather than A at this point, next iteration we have P equal to X, no. So again else would be executed, and this point at here life becomes now 4. So we have guessed only one time X, and for the one guess only this loop, this else would be executed like 5 times. So next time becomes 3, then 2, then 1, and then we are out of lives. We have guessed only one time and we are out of life, only 6 lives are gone. No, it shouldn't be like this. So in else we cannot write down life minus minus, lives minus minus, right? Because for only one wrong guess we should lose only one life. Not for every letter it will check and we are going to lose a life. No, right? I hope you are getting my point. So we cannot write down this else here. So this will not work. Outside of for loop you have to write down this line. So check if that guessed letter is not in chosen word, you will put this condition. If our guessed letter not in chosen word. You know these operators, in and not in, membership operator we have discussed, right? So not in chosen word, in that case we can do lives, no, from that live we can take one live. So live is equal to live minus 1. That is correct. Now only one time this would be executed for every wrong guess, right? So okay, how it will work, I guess you know, because we have discussed these operators. Life minus 1. Okay, now life, we have decreased the lives. Now see the flow chart. There, after losing a life, again one condition is there, if you are out of life or not. So same within this if only you have to put one condition. If lives equal to 0 means you are out of lives, means you have to exit, means game over. So here is the right point to flip this variable, game over equal to true, because at starting it was false. Now flip it to true, right? And you can just print a message like print you lose. Okay, one is this condition. No need to write down any else part. Now second condition for game over is what? If all the blank are filled, if you have guessed all the right letters, then obviously all the blanks are filled, A, double P, L, E. Now it doesn't matter you are out of lives or not, game over, and it will print you win. That is winning condition. So same with same indentation, with this 4, if, and here you will write down one more condition. If blanks, these blanks, these dashes not in display. If this, the blank is what? Obviously you will put this thing in a quotation mark. It's a string, you can say. Not in display, because display is obviously the list where we have the empty list, like we have the blank spaces. So in display, if we do not have any blank spaces, if no dashes, then obviously you have guessed all the correct letters. So game over. So here also we will flip that, we will change this game over, variable is equal to true, and you can simply print here you win. Let's run this and see what output you are getting. We know guess letter is potato, so guess a letter. I am guessing P. Okay, it is not displaying like at the correct position P, because we haven't displayed this thing. So let's just stop this first, and for this also you can print like print display, because after if the letter is correct, then just put that letter into the position and display that thing, display that list. Okay, so let's display that list and let's run this. See potato, so let's guess P. Okay, P should be shown here, but it is not filling our blank space with this correct letter. There is something wrong. Let's stop this and see what is wrong here. There should be something wrong here. See, we are checking if the letter is equal to guessed letter, then display position. Okay, it should be equal to, only one equal to, not double equal to, right? Here, assignment is what? One equal to only, equal to guessed letter. One more thing, we will be considering like each word in small letters. So better to convert, if by default, by chance you enter by mistake, enter capital letter, so convert that into lower letter. So input guess a letter dot lower, it will convert that letter into lowercase letter. Now let's run this. Apple, suppose I am entering capital A. So see, it will convert into small a and it will put that A here. So now just wrong guesses, one wrong guess, nothing would be, inserted in this blank. Z. Second wrong guess, third, then 4, then 5, only one life is remaining, E. This is last one. Okay, E is not wrong guess, E is there. So one last T, you lose, because we are having only 6 lives. but it is not showing us. It's showing us the hangman image, right? We are not getting like how many lives we are still remaining. So let's just do this. See, I have the stages, hangman stages.py file, and there I have a list and I have these figures. See, this is the complete hangman. So at 0th index of this list I have complete hangman. So I have just corresponded this something like this. If lives are remaining 0, 0 means at 0th index I am having complete hangman drawn. So game over. If lives are remaining is 1. So at 1 index of this list I am having a hangman with only 1 leg. So 1 leg is still there, 1 life is still there. Like this I have done 6 hangman images. See, at last at 6th index there is no hangman, no body part of that hangman, means we are having 6 lives, complete 6 lives, right? So you have to show this thing to the user, this file. How to show this thing? Stages, this list I want to access, right? So if stages and I pass at index 0 means this image would be shown, right? If stage is 1, then this image would be shown, right? So now see, if you want to use that choice function from random modules, then you have to import this random module. So same, we have to first of all import that module hangman.stages, this file we have to import, right? Now I want to show the stages. So at last, within while loop only, with the same indentation, I am just going to print, I am just going to that access those stages, that list from hangman stages. So first, if you use that choice function from random module, you have to use first of all the name of the module, random.choice. So the here name of our module or that file is what? Hangman stages dot. In that file I have a list stages, and just pass a variable here. For index, just pass a variable lives, right? So if 0 lives are remaining, so 0 would be passed here and the complete hangman picture would be drawn. If 1 life is remaining, so 1 would be passed here, and the one at 1th index of that list, what is? Only 1 leg, that hangman would be drawn. Okay, let's run this here. See, beautiful. So B, that is correct, means we have 6 lives. E, this is also correct, means no body part of the hangman is drawn. We have all the 6 lives. Suppose Q, so head would be drawn because 1 wrong guess is there. Suppose R, second wrong guess means body would be drawn. Okay. R, again a wrong guess. Again what? 1 part. P, again wrong guess. N, again wrong guess. 1 more wrong guess and you are gone. M, again a wrong guess, and complete hangman would be drawn and you lose. That's it. Game over. Okay. Now see, I have this list only because this whatever list you will provide, it will choose from these 3 words only. So let's provide more words. So I have a word file here, word file.py. Although I'm not having many words. So you just first create your database word file of having like 50 words or maybe 70 words, 100 words. So I'm having these words. So this list I want to access in my project. How to access? First of all, you have to import that file. Import, what is the name of the file? Word file.py. So word file. Now this random.choice, this word list, I am not providing this word list here anymore, just comment this out. From the word file, this one I want to access that words, that list words. See, the name of the file is word file and here I have this list words, and within this words I am having these words, multiple words, many words. So I want to access those words, right? Let's run this time. See, this time attitude. So W, wrong guess. A, T, U, D, and E. One is remaining. I. See now, we have lost only one life, but still game is over and you win because there is no blank space in this display now, right? Two conditions we have given for game over, so you win. I guess now you got this. Now you can modify this project according to yourself. Maybe you want, like, whenever you run, then the previous output should be cleared. So for that also you can write down any function. So I hope you got this working of this project. There is not, it's not like that this is the only way to create this project. There can be multiple ways. So this is just a hint for you guys. Now you can modify this thing according to yourself. So if you want to take a screenshot of this thing. So that is all about our Hangman project. I hope you got this project. If not, please write down this code here, on your paper, then dry run this, take that flow chart, according to that, one by one, write down the code and understand this project, right? Don't just skip this video. Although it's simple one, it's for beginners one, but you have to understand. Then only we will move to the complex ones, right? So that's it for this video. Now we'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.